Hola, ¿cómo están? So today we're wrapping up our talk about Peru. So make sure you watch all those cool videos about Peru. Have you watched about Machu Picchu or the Nazca Lines yet? So much cool stuff in Peru. And of course, we can't forget all the llamas that live in Peru and the alpacas, all those animals that live high up in the Andes Mountains that run through Peru. And we're also talking about cómo vivimos, how do we live? So we started out by talking about la ropa y los colores. So we talked about words like camisa and camiseta, pantalón y pantalón corto, falda, vestido, gorra. And we talked about colors and how we need to agree those words together. So if we're talking about a camisa, that's a girl word. So if we wanted to talk about a red shirt, it would be a camisa roja. But if we're talking about something like a vestido, that's a boy word because it ends in O, we would talk about a vestido rojo. We always want to make those words agree. But then there are some words like azul and verde that don't end with O or A, and so we don't have to change those words. We can leave them alone. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a boy word or a girl word. So that was la ropa y los colores. And then we talked about la casa y la ciudad. And we were talking about de donde eres, where are you from? And we answered that by saying soy de, and we talked about ¿dónde vives? Where do you live? And we answered that by saying vivo en una casa or vivo en un apartamento. I live in a house or I live in an apartment. And then we were talking about different rooms in our house like dormitorio, bedroom, baño, bathroom, cocina, kitchen, comedor, dining room, and sala, living room. So today we're going to finish up talking about Peru and cómo vivimos. We're going to talk about la comunidad. La comunidad, the community. So is that word comunidad a boy word or a girl word? A little bit tricky. It's a girl word because it's la. We can't tell from the end of comunidad because it ends with the letter D, but we can tell by the word la. Now, do you remember our word for city? City was ciudad. Do you remember that? Sounded like we were saying goodbye to our father. Ciudad. Ciudad. Did you notice that both of those words end in D-A-D, dad? In Spanish, D-A-D is the same as T-Y in English. So ciudad is city. Instead of D-A-D, put a T-Y at the end and we get city. Comunidad, take off the D-A-D, add a T-Y and we get community. Community. So ciudad, city, comunidad, community. So that's a little trick. Words that end with DAD in Spanish end with TY in English. So that makes it a cognate word. We can figure that one out because it looks like English. Comunidad, community. So let's see what kinds of things our community has. Mi comunidad tiene una plaza. My community has a plaza, that big open square, remember we talked about at the beginning, where people can hang out, or you might have a big concert or fireworks or something like that. So most cities where they speak Spanish have a big open square that they call la plaza. Mi comunidad tiene un mercado. Remember that we talked about going to the market outdoors and you can buy fruits and vegetables and even clothes in the outdoor market? So, mi comunidad tiene un mercado. My community has a market. Mi comunidad tiene una panadería. Can you tell by what's in her basket what a panadería might be? It's a bakery. Mi comunidad tiene una panadería. Bueno, ¿qué tiene tu comunidad? What does your community have? ¿Tu comunidad tiene una panadería? Is there a bakery in your community? ¿Tu comunidad tiene un mercado? Is there a market in your community? ¿Tu comunidad tiene una plaza? Is there a plaza in your community? Most of our communities have all of those things. So he's saying, mi comunidad tiene un mercado. My community has a market. How about that word mercado? Boy word or girl word? Boy word. How about the word plaza? Boy word or girl word? Girl word, plaza. What if we wanted to talk about a big plaza? How would we say it? Una plaza grande. Grande ends with the letter E, so we don't need to change it to O or A. It can be for a boy word or a girl word. What if the plaza, though, is small? Do you remember the word for small? La plaza pequeña. That one we do have to change to an A. La plaza pequeña. Muy bien. We always want to keep remembering all these words we've already learned about. Keep them fresh in our head. Perfecto. La plaza de mi comunidad. Esta es la plaza de mi comunidad. Abuela compra el pan en la panadería. Mamá compra los alimentos en el mercado. Lots going on here. So, esta es la plaza de mi comunidad. This is the plaza in my community. Abuela. ¿Quién es abuela? Do you remember who that is? Grandma. Abuela compra el pan en la panadería. So grandma does something to the bread in the bakery. What do you guess that word compra could mean? What could fit in the blank? Grandma blank the bread in the bakery. What could she be doing to the bread in the bakery? Do you think she's making the bread? No. She's buying the bread. Compra means buy. Abuela compra el pan en la panadería. Grandma buys the bread in the bakery. Did you notice that the word bakery has the word bread right in it? You buy pan at a panadería. That makes sense, right? You buy bread at a bread store. Pan, panadería. How about this sentence? Mamá compra los alimentos en el mercado. Who is doing things? Mom, mamá. What did that word compra mean again? Mom is buying. She's buying something en el mercado. What's a mercado? A market. What do you think alimentos could be? What could you buy at a market? Check out the picture. What could you buy at a market? Food. Alimentos are food. Mom is buying the food in the market. So, as we're learning Spanish, sometimes it's really important to look at little clues like this. Sometimes we might have a picture, or you might be able to see a person talking. You can look at their face, you can look at their hands, you can look at what they're doing with their body. And all of those little clues sometimes give us an idea of what we're talking about. So we were guessing words like compra and alimentos. By knowing what the other words in the sentence meant, we could figure out some of the words that we might not know the meaning of right away, but we could make a good guess, right? So those are really important little tips for how to learn Spanish. Sometimes when you don't know a new word, see if you can use the clues around you to make a good guess about what that word could mean. Muy bien. Escucha y repiten, por favor. So you listen and repeat these words. Ready? Panadería, mercado, pan, alimentos. Muy bien. So we want to make sure that we're saying our vowels correctly. So let's go back and just say the vowels in these words. Ready? A, e, I, a. A, e, I, a. Panadería. Panadería. Muy bien. Let's try the next one. Ready? E-a-o. E-a-o. Mercado. Mercado. So don't forget, we always want to say those vowel sounds just exactly right. Ready? Next one's easy. A. Pan. So don't say pan. right? This isn't a pan, this is pan, pan. Okay, let's try the vowels in our next word. Ready? A, I, E, O. A, I, E, O. Alimentos. Alimentos. Muy bien. Which word out of this list is a girl word? Panadería, because it ends with A. Which words are boy words? Mercado, alimento. But how about pan? Can we tell? Can't tell just by looking at it because it ends with N. What if I told you it's el pan? Is it a boy word or a girl word? Boy word, el pan, el pan. So what's that a picture of down at the bottom? That bakery is a panadería. And what's the market? Mercado, mercado. Muy bien. Bueno, ¿dónde están? ¿Dónde están means where are they? ¿Dónde está la abuela? ¿Dónde está la abuela? Where is grandma? Está en la panadería. La abuela está en la panadería. She's in the bakery. ¿Dónde está Julio? Where is Julio? ¿Dónde está? Julio está en la plaza. Julio está en la plaza. Julio is in the plaza. ¿Y dónde está Julio y su mamá? Julio y su mamá están en el mercado. Están en el mercado. Did you hear that little word en that was in all of those sentences? La abuela está en la panadería. Julio está en la plaza. Julio y su mamá están en el mercado. What do you think that word en means? In. It's a cognate word. In. So abuela is in the bakery. Julio is in the plaza. And Julio and his mom are in the market. Están en. Muy bien. Try saying them with me. Ready? La abuela está en la panadería. Julio está en la plaza. Julio y su mamá están en el mercado. Muy bien. So now we know 3 questions with the word donde in it. We know the question, ¿de dónde eres? That means, where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? And we said, soy de, I'm from, soy de North Providence. The next question we learned was, ¿dónde vives? Where do you live? ¿Dónde vives? And the answer was, vivo en una casa, or vivo en un apartamento. And now we have this question with donde. ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde están? Where are they? Or I could ask it like this. ¿Dónde estás tú? Where are you? Where are you? You answer that by saying, yo estoy, and there's our word en. I am in, yo estoy en la escuela, school. Or, yo estoy en la casa, I'm at my house. Or, yo estoy en mi apartamento, I'm in my apartment. Or maybe, yo estoy en la plaza, I'm in the plaza. Okay, so if you want to talk about where you are, yo estoy en. Yo estoy en. Muy bien. Let's wrap up this chapter by talking about el panadero. El panadero is the baker. See how all these words start with pan? Pan is bread. Panadero, baker. Panadería, bakery. Okay, so all of them have that same word in common, pan. So they all have something to do with bread. Pan, panadero, panadería. So he says, Yo soy el panadero. I am the baker. Yo preparo el pan. What do you guess the word preparo means? It's a cognate word. It looks like English. What do you guess it means? I prepare. Yo preparo el pan. So you try it. Ready? El panadero prepara el pan. El panadero prepara el pan. Lots of P's in that sentence. El panadero prepara el pan. The baker prepares the bread. Excelente. So that's the end of this unit about Peru. Another P word. El panadero prepara el pan en Peru. Woo, lots of P's. Let's have a look at our notebooks. Get out your workbook and we're going to look at la página 17, page 17. La página 17. We have 3 people here. The person at the top, la mamá, dice, Yo voy al mercado. She says, I'm going to the market. Can we get la mamá to el mercado? Can you find a path that takes her to el mercado? Yo voy al mercado. Did you find it? Here she goes. El mercado. Julio in the middle, he's got an easy one. He says, Yo voy a la plaza. Do you see where la plaza is? Right in the middle of the city. He's almost there. Yo voy a la plaza. He's there. Usually a plaza is right in the middle of a city like that. La abuela at the bottom says, Yo voy a la panadería. Where's she going? To the bakery, all the way up at the top. Can you get abuela to la panadería? Yo voy a la panadería. Here she goes through the plaza to la panadería. Muy bien. Excelente. Next we have la página 18 dice une, connect. Connect. So they did number 2 for us already, la plaza, and there it is. Usually a plaza has a fountain or something cool in the middle, and maybe some benches where people can sit and gather and talk and have a good time when it's a nice sunny day. So la plaza, that one at the top with the fountain. Okay, let's look at número 1, panadería. Panadería. Which one is the panadería? Here it is, the bakery, la panadería. How about el mercado? Which one was el mercado? The market. Abuela was going to el mercado. El mercado. And la casa must be a house. La casa. Muy bien. Those are some places in our comunidad. En la comunidad. So if somebody asks you, ¿Dónde estás? Maybe you're in one of these places. Estoy en mi casa. Or estoy en el mercado. Or estoy en la plaza. Or estoy en la panadería. Muy bien. Now we've finished our unit about Peru, so guess what that means? Our test is coming up. So let's see if we remember all the clothes and colors and city words and house words and community words that we learned about. Let's see here. We're going to put you to the test. Encierra en un círculo el dibujo correcto. We're going to circle the correct picture. Number 1 says la falda. Do you remember which one is a falda? A shirt, a skirt, or a dress? Which one was la falda? The skirt. You got it. La falda. How about número 2? El poncho. Remember that kind of clothes that they wear just mostly in Peru where it's really cold and they make them out of alpaca fur? What's el poncho? Yeah, it's this one, kind of like a blanket with a hole cut out of the middle. You stick your head through that hole and it keeps you nice and warm. Perfecto. How about número tres? A little bit tricky. What are edificios? Edificios. Little bit of a trick is it ends in the letter S. So are we talking about something singular or plural? It's something plural. It's more than one. So it can't be that house at the end, right? That's not more than one. So what are edificios? Buildings. Here's two buildings. Edificios. How about número cuatro? Empieza con O. Which word begins with O? Iguana, abeja, or oveja? Oveja. Careful, those two words kind of sound similar, don't they? Bee and sheep. Abeja, oveja. Almost the same, it's just that first letter that's a little different. Abeja, oveja. So we have to be really careful when we're pronouncing our vowel sounds, that we pronounce them really carefully because it could change the word that we're trying to say. Perfecto. Let's flip the page. Last one for today. Empieza con U. Which word begins with U? Uvas, escalera, árbol. Easy one. Uvas begins with U. Which one of these pictures is a picture of la cocina? Can we remember that vocabulary word? La cocina. Is it a bedroom, a kitchen, or a bathroom? Which one was la cocina? The kitchen, right. How about la panaderia? We just talked about that. Is it the bakery, food, or bread? You can get pan, but at la panaderia is the bakery, la panaderia. And which one is la plaza? A market, a place with a fountain in the middle, or a house? I think it's place with the fountain, la plaza. Muy bien. So that brings us to the end of Unit 2. And we learned all about Peru, and we learned about the cómo vivimos, how we live. We talked about la ropa y los colores, clothes and colors. So you can go back and watch those songs about clothes and colors again. Get them all stuck in your head. Play some more games about colors and clothes. We also talked about la ciudad y la casa. We talked about rooms of the house. So you can go back and watch videos about the house again to remind you of that vocabulary. We talked about our vowel sounds, a, e, I, o, and u. And we talked about la comunidad, the community, and different places that you can visit in the community. So if you haven't finished making Flipgrid videos yet, you can do that. I would love to hear you and how you sound when you speak Spanish. You can play games to practice all those vocabulary words. You can go back, watch all those videos about Peru, all the cool stuff that happens there. And next time I talk to you, we'll visit a brand new country. So keep practicing. Siguen practicando. Hasta luego. Ciao.